Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the ILG LCL game number 2 of today. Right now we've got India's best team playing against another relatively new team. It's none other than Oblique Gaming over on the purple side versus Mystique over on the blue side. And joined with me here today is none other than Legend Flary. So why don't you introduce yourself, man?
Hey guys, I am Legend Fairy, top laner for Pew Pew Lasers. That would be ILG Season 1's Amateur League Champions.
Indeed. So, good to have you here, man. It's always good to have another co-caster with. So, yeah, so let's jump right into the game. First ban Morgana coming out. Blue team deciding to ban that Morgana. Why don't you talk? Blue team banning out two support champions. So, why don't you talk
They're
about
really
the
afraid
two?
of Frost over there.
Yeah, I guess so. So, why don't you talk about these two champions in general and why they've been
Well,
banned out?
Morgana is quite a viable ban because, you know, that black shield's pretty crazy in lane. And, of course, those snares that last forever, you could, like, wail on them for the entire game with just one snare. And Janna, of course, I think they should be afraid of Frost on Janna because, I mean, the peel is amazing.
Indeed, and I guess Frost playing a very major role in his team. He does most of the shot calling. He does a lot of engages over on the bot lane, and we have a Teemo ban coming out.
Well, I personally am I don't mind the Teemo ban. Like, I think you know why, but meanwhile, the purple team bans are targeted towards the jungler.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, we do have Jarvan. I don't really think it's targeted towards anybody, but it's just a good ban to have out. Ever since the new patch coming out with the Smite, Jarvan has been a very excellent jungler in the meta. I mean, his EQ with Smite is almost 100% hit rate, and he's just been a very fantastic jungler. He can play a support jungler. He becomes tanky, and yeah, he becomes very he has a really good early game damage. So I'm not too surprised to see that Jarvan ban, and also a Malphite ban coming out from the blue team. I mean, that you've got to agree with me that that's specifically focused towards Colossus, right?
I mean, they are right to be afraid of Colossus. I think that OG thinks Colossus is the biggest threat, and rightly so.
Indeed. So as you guys do know, that Frost and Colossus used to be ex-teammates. They also play at the same cafe. So I guess they're at like a similar skill level and a lot of years of experience together. They kind of know who to ban out against each other. So that's why you see the Malphite ban.
We're seeing some heavy initiation from the purple team.
Okay, and yeah, is this better?
How's this?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we're seeing some really heavy initiation coming in from the purple team. Like, they just want to go ham right now.
Indeed, a very CC heavy team coming out from OG. We've got the Leona lock-in coming from, and then the Vi getting locked in. So very good, strong picks being picked up here.
Deadly
in the
hovering over that Twitch jungle there.
Twitch jungle, or well, he's got a few picks in mind. But why do you think OG banned out that Zed? Is it because Deathly Dragoon's new name is I Am Zed, or do you think that's like targeted towards tons of damage?
Well, the funny thing is Zed isn't even playing mid lane, so tons of damage played in Nivea last game. I think they feel that he must be good at Zed, so I'm not sure.
Oh, and we may be having a twisted. Oh no, we got a
maybe
Rengar
Frost
jungle.
just doesn't like Zed in general.
Yeah, he is a pretty annoying AD carry because it's hard to peel off a Zed like once he death marks and focuses on your AD carry. So it's probably one of those annoying champions that they just don't want to deal with. Although it's OG and they can probably deal with anything, but there's just these few champions that are pretty annoying to play against, and
Of course, we're seeing the. Alright.
Buddy left your channel. Buddy joined your channel.
As bursty as ever.
Yeah,
the standard bot lane for most of Season 1 and Season 2 for a reason. And with the recent patches to Corgi, he's become pretty strong in the bot lane, especially with that mixed damage coming in, with that mix of magic.
indeed, and Corki, you know, coming up from the from OG, they have a pretty standard mid-game team comp. I mean, they're not going for something too late game or early game, and you know, Corki is an excellent champion. I do remember Brutality back in another tournament against Pessimistic Chap, one of Singapore's best AD carries. He was able to 1v1 Pes on Lucian on Corki as Pes was on a Lucian, and you know, we actually got to see the power spike of Corki and why he's back into the meta and he's playing. I mean, the Trinity Force Sorcerer's Shoes does a lot of damage into
And
that
not
mid
to
15 to
forget
20
that
minutes.
armor shred on Q.
Yeah, I think it is the E. I'm not sure. I think it's the E.
I think his E would be the. Oh yeah, it is the E, right? Gatling gun.
Yeah. So yeah, he also does a lot of armor shred and combining that with the Trinity Force and the rockets, it does do quite a bit of damage in the mid game. It's only the late game where Corki tends to, you know, fall off a little bit, I'd say.
Oh, we're
So
seeing a Rumble against Mundo, possibly, and a reliable Oriana pick. Oriana is always a safe pick, no matter what.
indeed. So you know, enough. Let's go. Let's go back and talking. Let's go back and talk about each lane separately. So, you know, we've talked about the AD carries. Let's just talk about the supports now and the lane in general. So we've got a Nami and a Ezreal lane coming up against a Leona and a Corki lane. So how do you think this lane should be played pre-6 and after 6?
Well, Corki and Leona is that all-in team comp. They want to catch someone out and they want to burst them down quickly. And like the bot lane is not like for the blue team, the bot lane isn't exactly, you know, very bursty, but they have got some sustain coming in from Nami's heal, and they should be able to safely poke. So they just need to not get caught out by Leona, because if they do, both of them aren't exactly tanky. So if any one of them gets caught out, they're gonna get burst down really quickly.
Indeed. So, you know, the OG's comp in general is kind of like a catch out comp, and then yeah, they've got a really good single target CC comp, except for that Leona, who's a little bit more multi-target. But yeah, next lane I'd like to talk about is the mid lane. We've been seeing this matchup almost every single game. I mean, Oriana versus Ari. This is like the most standard matchup we've seen in this tournament so far. It's been like I think the most two played mid laners in this tournament too. So, any thoughts about that lane?
Well, of course, the Oriana and Ari are like it's the reason they're picked so often is because they're reliable picks. Like you can't exactly like even if you fall behind on either one of them, you can still contribute to team fights. Like with Ari's charm or with Oriana's Shockwave, with Shockwave being quite a larger contributing factor. But again, in lane, I think once Ari hits 6, she does have a slight advantage because of the mobility. There is chance for outplay, and considering skill levels, I think Evil Dead will know what's going on. Like, he should be able to read Oriana's mind here, considering the experience, but otherwise, I think it's a skill matchup.
Indeed, and I think Ari would be more would be able to potentially win the lane early in the game because Oriana is more of a late game oriented champion, and yeah.
Then there is that top lane. We have a heal
Second.
teleport Mundo against a flash teleport Rumble. Any thoughts on that?
Rumble versus a Mundo. So what's supposed to happen here is if it depends upon
Hey, wake up.
it depends upon how this matchup is played. I mean, Mundo, he's like the Oriana of top lane. I'd say like except like in a different way. Instead of like putting out a bunch of damage later on into the game, he gets very tanky and can do a respectable amount of damage. Whereas Rumble is a very team fight based champion
Hey,
and an
wake
AP mage type of champion. And Colossus, I don't think this is his first time playing Rumble in this tournament, but I wouldn't really say it's one of his comfortable picks too. So, it's kind of in between. So, but whatever. I'd like to see Colossus if he can like win his game on early because no matter how much Mundo gets punished in the lane, he will become tanky as the game progresses. And what Colossus's job here in the top lane is to prevent him from scaling into the late game. So what he's looking forward to do is try and bully out Mundo as well as possible, and try and set him behind as try to set him as behind as possible. So that's Colossus's job.
That is true. Like Mundo is gonna need a lot of help from his jungler pre-6 because at least till level 6 he's not gonna be getting that burst regen, and Colossus is gonna have to keep him off of like becoming that late game tank Mundo who's unkillable. So that I think Mundo will need a lot of attention from his jungler. That is
Indeed,
if
and
Colossus is pushing him out of lane, which he should be doing technically.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like when someone picks a Mundo, what your job as a top laner, on any champion is to just, play completely aggro and try and stomp the Mundo and prevent him from going late game as much as possible. But that's typically how you're supposed to play against a Mundo. And also Mundo also taking that heal summoner as towards the flash summoner. So he's going to be having to watch his position out. He can heal and get that extra movement speed and try and get away and along with his butcher access, he should be able to kite properly. But yeah, he really has to watch his positioning here, and I also think he took the heal also to kind of survive the lane against a Rumble, and he's not looking to get bullied out as much as regular Rumble would be, I'd say.
I think Mundo's idea behind taking the heal wasn't to, like, who needs first to escape? I'm just gonna keep running into them. So, heal, and I'll just stay there longer.
Yeah, indeed, and we should see how this the lane plays out. But another lane
And
I'd like
we
to
are
talk
in
about.
game.
Yeah, and another lane I'd like to talk about is the jungle. I mean, um, Blue team being a fairly new team into this tournament, I guess they're not really looking forward to be making a lot of aggressive plays in the jungle, whereas mostly OG
Especially
has been
against
around.
this team.
Yeah, especially against the number one team from India, and whereas OG in general has been around for a long time, so um, I guess
We're seeing the
they're gonna be
invade,
looking to
but
make a
that bush
lot of
is
plays.
warded.
So OG doing the standard invade, trying to rush up to that top lane brush, but it is warded,
That
and
was a
that ward
nice
will
ward
catch
over
all
there.
5 members. Nami staying a bit too close to them. I guess Frost finds out that the lane is warded, and they will back off.
What do you
Knowingly.
think about the jungle, though, that Rengar versus Vi?
Well, I'm not really too sure, but I think Rengar has fallen out a bit in the new jungle. I mean, he's very slow on clearing his camps as compared to Vi. And yeah, well, I haven't played much of Rengar, so I really wouldn't know. But I guess they're both, if they were to get in a duel somehow after completing 2 buffs, I would like to say that Vi would win. I'm not too sure. It'll be a very close matchup.
Yeah, it would really depend.
Yeah, and it's also both these junglers all are also very good junglers, and they also have very good ganking potential pre-6. I mean, they both have to land. Rengar has to land his E, and the
Vi
Vi
has to
has
land
to
her
land.
Q.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
wake
So
up.
those are both two crucial abilities that they must land in order to have a successful gank. So yeah.
Of course, Vi is starting with Gromp. Rengar on the what's the new golems called? Are they still golems?
I'm not sure. I never was bothered to learn it. I just keep calling them golems.
In mid lane, we see Orianna starting with her shields, and kind of even on the trades, the CS Ari taking quite a early CS lead here.
Indeed, and a lot of damage coming out from Ari early into the levels. I mean, he knows how this matchup is going to be played. He knows that he has
He's
the edge
bullying
early on
Orianna
into this game.
especially pre-6.
Indeed, so he's going to try and push his, you know, he's going to try and push his lead as much as possible because,
And meanwhile, top lane, Colossus doing exactly as expected.
Indeed, he is bullying out Distinct as much as possible. Distinct actually very new to the top lane. I guess he did switch for the betterment of his team, and you know he is actually playing that top lane very well. I mean, he has studied and he has been practicing his top lane very hard, and it's actually proving here. Although you know, Mundo isn't one of his main top lane champions. I guess he kind of picked it in order to go with the team. But, you know, if you ask me, it's not really one of his comfort picks. So, yeah, we do have we don't have nothing much going on in the map right now. I mean, OG not doing anything too aggressive, and I guess neither is,
both teams being very careful here. At least
yeah, both teams are being very
Mystique
careful.
is being
They're
really
just
careful not to, make silly engages. They don't want these people fed.
Lokesh, are you there? Yeah, you fixed the overlay, right? Okay,
Oh,
good.
I think we're gonna see first blood here. No? Okay.
Might see first
Nope.
blood over in the top lane. Colossus doing all he can, but at this early into the level, he really cannot dish out as much damage as possible, and he will be needing help from his jungler to be securing that kills. But he is doing a good job of out CSing
denying
and
Mundo
harassing.
farm.
Exactly, denying him farm experience, and I think Mundo is gonna back Rengar upstairs trying to look for a kill on the Mundo, but that's not going to be happening. Meanwhile, we have Vi doing her grump. She might be looking for a gank towards bot lane. I'm not too sure, but you know, I think JoJo is going to be focusing this bot lane. I mean, OG is a team that you know really requires their bot lane to win. I mean, they really and a normal team would probably have about 40% of their resources onto the bot lane, but OG would probably have about a 50 or 60% of resources on their top lane. I mean, on their bot lane, sorry. So, you know, their bot lane is very famous. So.
Oh, and here we
you
go.
know,
I think this is first blood.
I think this
Oh,
will be
no!
first blood. JoJo
Well
coming in,
played.
Frost, Flash, EQing. They also get the hit on the Exiled. Both of this bot lane taking a lot of damage. Good Nami bubble catching 2 members, and that will not be first blood. Although we do have a few summoners being burnt and Evil
More
Dead
people bot lane just for a kill, but I think
looking to come
they won't
top.
be
Will he
getting
play
anything out of this.
aggressive? I don't think so. So yeah, why don't you walk me through what happened there over a few seconds ago when Zarkis planned on ganking?
Well, as you can see, the Tri-Brush is not warded, still isn't, so I think Frost did have an idea that that was the case, and Y did come in from there. Meanwhile, like, Y came in and Frost flashing for the E, but I think Nami's bubble possibly saving that trade over there.
Oh,
Of
meanwhile,
course,
mid lane
Israel
we
had
have the
to flash
flash
as well.
charm
Oh!
going in. JoJo hitting his Q again. Ignite ticking, but tons of damage will flash away. Now we have
And we
Evil
will
Dead
see
going
a
a bit too
pause.
aggressive, and now the heal being used by Orianna. Very unnecessary.
Of course, Evil Dead just popping his ultimate to land a charm and a Q there.
Yeah, indeed, and you know it was a good play coming out from Evil Dead, and there was a very good gank coming out from Vi, but it was too close to the turret, and even though they did burn the summoners from Orianna, that was a very successful gank, but it wasn't able to. There wasn't enough damage from both of them to enable to you know kill.
So far, all the ganks
Orianna.
have been able, like, they have managed to
6. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on the same
6-3.
time as you.
like so far the ganks have managed to burn their summoner, so it is still a successful gank.
Indeed, it is. Very good ganks coming out, but not many kills as we would see in a typical OG game. So,
Both
you know,
teams
a
being
lot of
very careful here.
Yeah, they're playing very safe. I don't see a lot of wards going out, and no, it's probably early on in this level. They're trying to farm up for items
I'm a bit
instead of wards.
surprised to see Colossus not having any wards up top,
Oh, over
especially
in bot lane,
since
we have Frost going a little bit aggressive, but IMZ will just E out and get some harass down. Frost doing a
like
very good
I
job
think
in this bot
Ezreal is
lane,
a good
as
pick
usual.
against Leona Corki because of that disengage.
Yeah, indeed, and just the bot lane is good alone. I mean, Nami is also known for her good disengage with the tidal wave and the bubble,
And
as we saw
that is
on
Ashe
earlier.
playing Nami. I believe she does play a good Nami.
Yeah, indeed, does play a good Nami. I mean, she got a very good disengage bubble that was very crucial for her to land, and she did land it
That did
over when
save
JoJo
both their
ganked.
lives, so
Indeed, and you know that was a very good play. You know, coming out, that was also a good gank, but that was on top of that, that was just a very good bubble coming out from Ashe alone, and yeah.
Ezreal's poke's beginning to hurt. Oh dear. Oh, a good bubble
Here we
coming
have
in.
another engage coming out, another bubble coming out from IMZ. They could go aggressive on this, but instead they don't. E and a Q coming out from IMZ will probably take both of them to below half
More
HP, and
unsuccessful trades like this one, and the red team will have to back off because they don't have the sustain.
indeed, and you know, actually, they could have actually tried and turned that around. Mystique. I mean, they did out trade with OG's bot lane, and they could have gone a little bit more aggressive and tried to, you know, probably make a kill come out of that or something like that. But
Well, that is
I don't
true,
know.
but that they still have that stigma in their
Meanwhile,
minds. They
over
are
in the
playing
top
against
lane, we
OG.
do have JoJo coming up. Colossus kind of out of position here. The axe will land. JoJo not connecting.
Oh,
The Q ultimate will go down from Colossus. He's taking a shit ton of damage.
No,
By
you see
will
where's
ulti, and he will go down. Whoa, 2 engages happening at one time.
And both top lane and bot lane securing 1 kill. That's 2-0 OG.
Indeed. So, what happened in top lane is JoJo, you know, he came and Colossus was just, you know, he just, you know, accepted his fate that he was out of position and needed to go down. I mean, there was nothing much happened. Vi ulting, taking the kill, and, you know, it was just a clean gank.
Of course, Colossus deciding, well, I'm gonna do as much damage as I can before I go down.
Indeed. And what actually happened in the bot lane?
Well, I think Rengar came into gank and ended up dying to Corki. Which is why you can see Corki has the red buff. I didn't exactly
Indeed, and
catch the gank though, because I had my sights on top lane.
Yeah, indeed, and what I think I saw is they tried to 3-man gank, and OG just turned it around beautifully. So, you know,
I mean, you don't exactly gank a Leona who's level 6.
indeed, and you know, OG's bot lane being level 6 compared to Mystique's bot lane. Frost looking on to make some aggressive plays here, but you know, Mystique's bot lane just playing very passively.
I don't think they can be aggressive against this bot lane.
Indeed.
That level difference becoming really evident now. Alright, we see Colossus still doing a good job of trying to keep Mundo off his farm. Of course, Mundo has the assist advantage, but his CS is still not that far behind Colossus, quite close actually. And we're going to see the red team, like Mystique is backed off from the bot lane, which does allow the red team to get a free dragon. So the first dragon of the game will go down to Oblique Gaming. Taking a look at the CS, we see Ari has over a 10 CS lead on Orianna now. Top lane is kind of even, with Rumble being a little ahead on CS, but I think gold-wise, Mundo has the support advantage, so he does have more gold. Bot lane, of course, the Frost and the Leona and Corki combo is really hard to play against. The bot lane has been bullied a lot, so they haven't been able to get as much CS or farm. we're seeing the bot lanes are going to be meeting now, and Ezreal has his shield, so his Qs are going to be doing a little more damage now. And Nami landing a good bubble. Of course, Ezreal's Q is now going to be hurting a lot more, so they're going to be wanting to try and dodge that rather than eating all of them. Vi looking for a gank top, but there will be no Rumble up top to gank. Meanwhile, Rengar is still clearing his jungle. He is around 10 CS ahead of Vi, but Vi does have that one successful kill from that one gank. Orianna heading bot lane, maybe trying to make something happen, but I think she was spotted by that ward, which is about to run out now. Y and Ahri in the mid lane. Oh! Leona flashing and ulting there, but Orianna too fast for anything to be happening over there. Mundo heading bot mid lane to try and make something happen, but and we're gonna be seeing some trades happening here, and it looks like oh Ahri heading top lane. I think we will be seeing a kill here. We will definitely be seeing a kill here. Oh! Very well played there from Colossus. He's gonna... Oh, but there's a Vi. Oh, I think this is 2 more kills for OG. We see Colossus going down. And that is a kill for Vi and Ahri, only putting their lead further ahead. So, OG's jungler dominating as well as their mid lane. Of course, the bot lane, no questions. That Corki Leona is one hard lane to beat. CS-wise, Corki with the 20 CS lead. Also, I think Leona has... Yeah, Nami has been a few levels behind. Maybe just 1 level right now, but... At this point, Frost only needs to engage, and it will be a lot of damage coming in. Just from the passive procs of Leona and Corki's armor shred. Ahri also a level ahead. Also quite we can see quite the CS lead coming out of Ahri here. Also, she has finished her Deathfire Grasp. That will greatly amplify her her burst damage. We see Orianna heading towards their blue. She will be taking. Meanwhile, Rumble pushing top lane. We see 3 people bot. That push is warded, so we won't be seeing anything happen bot lane yet. But we may be seeing the bot lane turret going down. Yes, it will be going down. At the same time, we will also see red team's top lane turret going down. So, turret for a turret, fair trade. And I think Mundo is going to be getting a kill here. Or not! Oh, a good gank kind of deadly killer. And Mundo's ultimate making him insanely tanky there. He will get away, and not only that, he will be getting assistance from Evil Dead on his Ahri. But, yeah, we see no kills. Of course, that vision ward will be going down. That insanely tanky Mundo we were talking about beginning to take form here. Oh, and Vi from behind takes the kill. Diving under turret. And I think top lane turret will be going down. There is no one to stop that. So that is the third turret going down for Mystique Gaming. All the frontline turrets for Mystique is down. Oh, we see a teleport coming in. Oh, no, it was cancelled, and that is a kill for Oriana. A much needed kill. Oh, we see Vi trying to take the fight. Oh dear. No, that will be dodged. I don't think we will be seeing a kill. Rengar heading back. 4 people heading bot. Can we see something happen here? No? That's a lot of damage coming in from Corki. Oh, that equalizer not quite so well placed. Oh, they're going in on this. They are going in on this. Frost diving into 4 people there. Oh no, we see Mundo coming in. Oriana has to blow the heal. Corki still poking from the backlines. Mundo really not carrying right now. He's pretty tanky. He's just running into that back. Oh dear. Oh my god. Rengar will go down trying to take out that Corki, getting charmed mid-air and actually dying mid-air right there. And Mundo almost back in full health. Really not giving any... Really not having a care right now. He is quite tanky. He has finished his Spirit Visage, so he is healing large amounts of health. And I think the second dragon will be going to Oblique Gaming. Oblique Gaming not forgetting the objectives that they... Oh! Ezreal trying to make something happen there. Of course, being unable to steal the dragon. Oblique Gaming has good ward coverage. Not only in their own jungle, we see 4 vision wards on the map. So every member of Oblique Gaming is actively warding. A 5k goal lead here for Oblique Gaming. We see that difference becoming visible exponentially increasing in favor of Oblique. The only lane that seems to be somewhat on par for Mystique seems to be the top lane. Of course, we have Ezreal with that 1 kill and a finished Triforce. And that is a dead Oriana at mid lane. That Ahri looking extremely scary with the DFG. Rumble is 0-4 and I think he has died almost every time Vi has ganked top so far. But right now, Mundo is too tanky for Mundo to deal with, so I mean, Colossus to deal with. And you can see that Mundo's actually taken the lead in the CS department. So that early game harass from Colossus kind of quite now. Mundo also having 2 assists and no deaths. I think he is going for the Sunfire Cape next, which will actually add to his damage. Oh, they are going in on this. Frost is going in on this, killing everything, and that will be a dead Ezreal. Yes, going down to Frost's Ignite. This has been mentioned to me before, but Frost likes to run Ignite on Leona. He feels that someone like Leona who goes ham should have that Ignite, so, you know, secure kills. And Mundo just going ham on Roman. And of course he has assistance from Vi. I think Colossus will be going down again. He knows it, so he's just gonna fight back with all his might. We see Colossus. Oh, the charm. Tons of damage. Oh dear. And no. Yes, Rengar will go down. Killed under turret. Of course, Colossus pointing out there that Mundo can't kill him alone now, so please stop coming top, Jojo. Bot lane really can't do anything right now, because if Leona engages, that is a sure kill on whoever gets caught out. They need to blow at least every summoner they have, and Ezreal has to... Oh, going in, by going in, that is gonna be 2 kills under turret, no problems. And we're gonna see the second turret going down for Mystique in the bot lane. 4 people. And I think Distinct is gonna be tanking turret for a while there, but no problems in his window. Oh my god, OG is in Mystique's base right now. They really do not care at this point. And we see the base turret going down, and we're also going to be seeing the first inhibitor down at 23 minutes. Ezreal's ult not really doing much there, except for clearing a few minions. And everyone is safely out. I think they will be setting up for Dragon.
Your channel.
Rumble teleporting back to top lane. He hasn't really been able to help any other lanes as much because right now he's being bullied a lot by that Mundo. I think Mundo taking some revenge. Oh, tons of damage caught out in the enemy jungle. Mundo teleporting to secure a kill. Will he be getting executed? I think he will be. Oh, he will be. No, he dies. Just one hit away. Blowing a summoner for that was kind of wasted, but... Indeed, why shield yourself if you're trying to get executed, but... Mundo gets a free kill over there. So I guess his teleport was not wasted. A teleport for a flash. The score right now kill-wise is 2-16, and OG has an almost 10k lead with 5 turrets to 2. And Colossus will be dying, and I think he's given up. Mystique is pretty much given up at this point. They really don't think they can win. And of course the Dragon will be going to Oblique Gaming and will be uncontested. And another Vision War coming down. The port coverage has been really good for OG, and it is understandable considering how often these guys play. Oh! An amazing steal from Deadly Killer there. Very well played. I guess that in itself is quite the achievement for him since he hasn't been too hard in the jungle. Oh dear, and never mind. Orianna almost getting a kill there on Ahri, but only to have it turn around and nothing, get nothing off her. In fact, Ahri getting the kill on her instead. And oh dear, is that a double kill for Colossus? Yes, it is. No,
that's a double kill for Corki coming out there.
Dominating.
Yeah, I think this will be a triple kill for Corki. Yes,
what time are you on?
Kill, it's a double. I'm on 26, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Lokesh, what time are you on? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm very behind. I mean, I'm very ahead.
So, Corki will be taking the blue buff for we'll be taking Mystique's blue buff. Of course, the Mystique's jungle has been thoroughly warded by Oblique Gaming. And
what time are you on now?
26, 55, 56, 57.
Alright, yeah, we're on the same time now.
So, Mystique's jungle has been thoroughly warded by Oblique Gaming. Every member of Oblique Gaming participating in the warding. We still see almost all the vision wards they put up still up right now. And Colossus really seems to be trolling at this point. And Frost will
Colossus getting caught out there. Ulti will go down.
Dead
Evil
Colossus.
Dead will be picking up the kill over there. I don't know what much to say at this point in the game. I mean,
this
you know, I
is,
have
in layman's terms, like TLDR face roll.
indeed, this is pretty much a face roll, and you know, at this point it's kind of like, you know, hopeless, I'd say, for the blue team right now. And now we've got
Nami using
JoJo
her ult to actually complete waves here.
indeed, and we have Zarkis going very aggressive on the bot lane. He's 1v2ing literally at this stage,
No,
but
he's
he will
gonna
get
die.
kited.
He
I
will
am
go
Zed
down,
picking up the
but
kill,
I
but now
don't
we have
think he
Mundo
really-
coming out from behind. I don't think they can kite this. Axe will hit beautiful bubble coming out from
Oh, they might.
our,
No, Windows ult has been popped.
Ulti has been caught. Aurora
yeah,
getting very
he's
low.
way
Stealthy
too-
full
yeah.
kill. 360 no scope that Axe will hit. And now
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
a 1v1 duel between the AD carry and Mundo, and Mundo will be coming out on top.
right,
That's a
really
5-0
cute.
Mundo.
Like, nothing doing.
Oh, and another
Oh,
kill coming out from the
did
bot
anyone
lane for
else see that?
OG.
Did Leona's E not proc? Like, it went right through Ariana there.
And Colossus kind
And
of.
he's going to go down extremely fast as well. Literally
Dude.
everyone on Oblique Gaming is fed. Even Leona is fed. Oh. He wants to tank the turret, and he will still get the kill.
Indeed, and that's another turret going down for
That is the
OG, and
second
this is
inhibitor going down for Mystique Gaming, and at this point, Mystique really can't do anything. And that will
indeed,
be the final inhibitor turret going down along with the third inhibitor.
indeed all members of OG just super fed.
Mundo has become that tank, that unkillable tank, so at this stage there's really no killing him. Like, look at him just walk through that Rumble ultimate. He really does not care.
Indeed, he doesn't. They're just so fed right now that, you know, they can
And he's
pretty much.
just gonna... Oh, he's gonna tank the turrets.
Oh no, he won't. Oh, Oriana coming out.
He's
Still, even
got
though
the-
Distinct with
he's
a
got
very
the
low
previous
health, he is
injury
still
on,
very
so
tanky.
he isn't
Charm
healing
just
as
barely
much, but
misses,
yes, that
and
will
the
be-
solo player will
that's a
hand
dead.
tons of damage will go down. There's nothing you can do there. I mean, the Leona ulti alone just doing so much damage on these guys.
I think this is GG.
This is basically GG. Deadly Killer
A 19k lead.
trying to assassinate
And the,
Brutality, but will
5 to
flash away
32 game.
once he Qs. And now Brutality going on the chase for Deadly Killer. Will he get him? I guess he will. Crits coming out. Brutality being unstoppable. A 2-0. Meanwhile, Evil Dead going very down. But here comes JoJo Smite
Finally, a
and the
5th
passive.
kill coming out for
Frost will steal that
for
kill over
Mystique,
there.
but that's about it. I think they won't be getting any more kills this
Indeed,
game,
Shockwave
unless
will
of course OG decides.
That's
no.
GG.
Yes, that is
OG,
GG.
a stomping victory on the Mystique. Very well played. 5 to 35, 31 minutes.
Well
and
played,
40K to
outplayed,
61K.
outmaneuvered, outclassed, outskilled.